Callerton Parkway Metro Station. The penultimate station on this branch. This stretch of the metro, between South Gosforth and Newcastle Airport, was formerly part of the old Pontyland Railway, which closed to passenger traffic in 1929, although it carried freight traffic into the 1980s. There was an earlier Callerton railway station nearby, but the current metro station dates from 1991. Anyway, this is the starting point for another random dice walk.
Dice Walks. An introduction.
The inspiration for dice walking came from Luke Reinhardt's 1971 cult classic novel The Dice Man. The novel tells the story of a psychologist who, feeling bored and unfulfilled in life, starts making decisions based on the roll of a dice. Along the way, there is sex, rape, murder, dice parties, breakouts by psychiatric patients, and all sorts of dice-dictated stuff. When applied to our dice walks, we forego the sex, murder and stuff, and limit the dice decisions to randomly choosing the directions our walk will take. It might not make for as exciting a video, but, on the other hand, it'll be easier to edit it if we're not in a prison cell. By submitting to the whims of the dice, we're adopting a process that French situationalist Guy Debord described as a technique of transient passage through varied ambiances. Okay, the rules. Number 1, there are no rules, just guidelines, which may be changed as and when required. It's very simple really. You choose your starting point, then every time you come to an option, meaning a road junction or a footpath branching off, or whatever, you throw the dice to decide which option to follow. For example, at a T-junction, if I throw an odd number I go left, or right if I throw an even one. At a crossroad, throwing a 1 or 2 sends me to the left, a 3 or 4 and I go straight ahead, and a 5 or 6 means I take the right-hand option. It'll work for up to 6 options, which should include the majority of roundabouts. The hope is that by drifting randomly without a destination we'll pass through places we might otherwise not have visited, and encounter situations we might otherwise have missed out on. We won't show every throw of the dice, that'd be time-consuming and boring. Just accept that every direction we move in is dictated by chance. Okay, let's roll those dice. There are subtle clues that tell us that we're near an airport. And we need them, as the skies are very much aircraft free. Woolsington Village. We're about 5 miles northwest of Newcastle city centre. I'm not 100% certain, but I think this may be the Eusebourne, a tributary of the River Tyne. There are some interesting looking side roads, but they obviously don't welcome strangers around here. You do get the feeling that Woolsington is perhaps a little bit up itself. Do you remember that deer warning sign we saw earlier? Under the pylon, a footpath. And the dice want us to take it. And this is where the path ends. There's the pylon marking where we embarked upon this diversion. We're now entering Kenton Bankfoot. Kingston Park, home of Newcastle Falcons Rugby Club. So I assume we're now in the suburb of the same name. Kingston Park, that is. Not Newcastle Falcons. The dice have directed us onto this road-come footpath, which seems to go on for quite a long way. Though where exactly it's going is anyone's guess. At this point we were faced with the choice of heading left along the busy road, or right along this path. Happily the dice chose the path. I'm pretty sure we're now in Fawdon. I'd be surprised if we don't get some rain soon. The dice wanted us to go left here, but at this point the rain arrived. Luckily there was a handy bus shelter, Fawdon Mormon Church. I guess that must be it, behind us. Yes. The rain was hammering down by now, and looked like it was planning on sticking around. So I decided to officially end the walk here. Brain stop play. Hope you enjoyed this random journey from Callerton Parkway Metro to Fawdon Mormon Church. Till next time.